The sun rises over Africa. It spills across the horizon like liquid gold. The light touches the peaks of ancient mountains first, then it pours down into the deep, silent valleys below. This is a land of immense scale, a place of endless plains and winding rivers. Here, the earth itself seems to breathe. The air is still and cool in the early morning, and a gentle mist hangs low over the grasslands, clinging to the thorny branches of acacia trees. The world is waiting. It is holding its breath before the day begins. Vast savannas stretch out as far as the eye can see. They are a sea of waving grass, shimmering under the growing heat. The landscape is painted in shades of ochre, brown, and muted green. Solitary baobab trees stand like ancient sentinels, their gnarled branches reaching for the sky, silent witnesses to the passing of ages. The wind whispers through their leaves, a soft, rustling sound. It is a song as old as the continent itself. This is a world of incredible beauty, but also one of great harshness. Every living thing must fight to survive. The light changes as the day wears on. The soft morning glow gives way to a brilliant, unforgiving glare. Shadows shrink and hide. The heat becomes a living thing, pressing down on the land. In this intense light, every detail is sharp and clear. You can see the crackled patterns of the dry earth. You can see the shimmer of heat rising from the ground. The air is thick with the scent of dust and wild herbs. Distant sounds carry on the wind, a lonely bird call, the faint buzz of insects. It is a world of high contrast, of brilliant light and deep shadow. As evening approaches, the land transforms once more. The sun sinks low, painting the sky in fiery shades of orange and red. The shadows grow long again, stretching across the plains like dark fingers. The world becomes a place of mystery. The daytime sounds fade, replaced by the calls of nocturnal creatures. A lion's roar echoes in the distance, a deep and powerful sound that sends a shiver through the air. The stars begin to appear, scattered across the dark canvas of the sky like diamonds. This is a land of timeless rhythms, a place of raw and untamed power. If you've enjoyed this journey into Africa's heart, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more breathtaking adventures and untold stories from around the world. Join us as we continue to explore the wonders of our planet. In the most remote corners of this vast continent, people live as they have for thousands of years. They are the keepers of ancient traditions. They live in harmony with the wild world around them. These are not lands of easy living. They are harsh and unforgiving places. Deserts of shifting sand, impenetrable jungles, rocky highlands where the wind never ceases. To survive here requires incredible knowledge and skill. It requires a deep understanding of the land and its secrets. These tribes are a part of the landscape, woven into its very fabric. They live in small nomadic groups. Their homes are simple structures made from the materials at hand, branches, leaves and mud. They are built to withstand the elements, but they're not permanent. When the seasons change, or when resources become scarce, the people move on. They follow the rains. They follow the great herds of animals. Their lives are a constant journey, a search for water, for food, for survival. They carry their few possessions with them, their tools, their weapons and their stories. Their connection to the natural world is profound. Every plant has a name. Every animal has a story. They know which roots provide water in a drought, They know which leaves can heal a wound. This is knowledge passed down from generation to generation. It is a library of survival held in the minds of the elders. They read the signs of the land, a broken twig, a faint track in the dust, the flight of a bird. These are all messages, clues to what is happening in the world around them. They listen to the earth. The children learn from a young age. They watch their parents and elders. They learn to identify animal tracks. They learn to find water. They learn the songs and dances that tell the stories of their people. There are no schools here, no books. The wilderness is their classroom. Survival is their lesson. They are taught to be patient, to be observant, and to be brave. They are learning to become the next generation of keepers, the next guardians of the ancient ways in a world that is rapidly changing. For these tribes, the hunt is the very heart of life. It is not a sport, it is a matter of survival. It is a sacred and dangerous dance between the hunter and the hunted. The men prepare for the hunt with great care. They sharpen their spears, they check their bows. They apply poisons to the tips of their arrows, poisons made from secret recipes of plants and insects. Their movements are deliberate and focused. There is a quiet intensity in their eyes. They know that the success of the hunt means food for their families, for their community. The hunt begins in silence. The hunters move through the landscape like ghosts. They glide through the tall grass, their bodies low to the ground. They are a part of the environment, blending in with the shadows and the bush. They communicate with subtle hand gestures, with a glance of the eyes. Every hunter knows his role. They work together as a single unit, a seamless team. The air is tense with anticipation. The only sounds are the rustle of the wind and the distant calls of birds. They track their prey with extraordinary skill. They can follow the faintest of trails over hard, rocky ground. They can tell how old a track is, which direction the animal was going, and even how fast it was moving. They are masters of observation. They notice every detail: a bent blade of grass, a displaced stone, the scent of an animal on the wind. It is a skill honed over a lifetime of practice, passed down through countless generations. They move with a patience that seems almost superhuman, waiting for the perfect moment. The final approach is the most dangerous part. The hunters must get close to their quarry. Often these are large and powerful animals: a buffalo with its massive horns, an eland, swift and strong. A single mistake could be fatal. The tension is palpable. The heart beats faster. The air seems to crackle with energy. Then, with a sudden, coordinated movement, they strike. The arrow flies true. The spear finds its mark. The ancient dance reaches its dramatic conclusion. It is a moment of both triumph and sorrow, a powerful reminder of the fragile balance of life and death. The animals of Africa are honestly just magnificent. They are symbols of wildness and power. Great herds of elephants move slowly across the plains, almost like grey mountains on the move. They tear branches from trees with their powerful trunks, and their deep rumbling calls echo across the savannah. Giraffes tall and elegant, move with a graceful, slow-motion gait. They nibble leaves from the tops of acacia trees, their long necks allowing them to reach where others simply cannot. They are gentle giants, moving through their world with a calm dignity. But, you know, this world is not always peaceful. Danger is ever present. A pride of lions rests in the shade of a rocky outcrop. Their golden coats blend perfectly with the dry grass. They seem lazy, almost sleepy, but their muscles are coiled, ready to spring into action at a moment's notice. The lionesses are the primary hunters. They are sleek, powerful killing machines. They can bring down an animal many times their size. Their presence casts a long shadow over the plains. Every creature, from the smallest antelope to the largest buffalo, is aware of them. Coexistence here is a delicate balance. The tribe's people and the animals share the same land. They drink from the same waterholes. They hunt in the same territories. There is a deep respect between them, but also a constant tension. The hunters know the habits of the animals they pursue. They also know the habits of the predators that hunt them. A lone hunter is vulnerable. He must be constantly aware of his surroundings. The snap of a twig or the alarm call of a bird could signal the presence of a leopard lurking in the branches above. The struggle for resources is constant. Water is the most precious commodity of all. During the dry season, the rivers shrink and the waterholes dry up. Animals and humans are drawn to the few remaining sources of water. This can lead to conflict. A herd of thirsty elephants can be very dangerous. A crocodile, hidden just beneath the surface of the water, waits patiently for an unwary victim. Every trip to the river is a risk. It is a stark reminder that in this land, survival is a daily battle, and nature is both a provider and a formidable adversary. Life here is governed by the rhythm of the seasons. There are times of plenty and times of scarcity. After the rains, the land is transformed. The grass grows green and lush. The rivers swell. The animals give birth to their young. For the tribes, this is a time of relative ease. There is an abundance of food. The hunters have more success. The women gather wild fruits, nuts and tubers. The community comes together to celebrate. There are songs and dances. It is a time of renewal and hope. But the good times, well, they do not last. The rains stop. The sun beats down relentlessly. The land slowly dries up. The green grass turns to brown, brittle straw. The rivers shrink to a trickle. The waterholes become muddy pits. This is the hungry season. Food becomes scarce. The animals migrate in search of greener pastures. The hunters must travel farther and farther to find game. The hunts become more difficult, more desperate. The community grows quiet. Every morsel of food is precious. During these lean times, the people rely on their deep knowledge of the land. They know where to find hidden sources of water trapped deep beneath the dry riverbeds. The women spend their days digging for edible roots and tubers. It is hard, back-breaking work under a fierce sun. They use simple digging sticks to break through the hard-baked earth. They search for the small, almost invisible signs that indicate where a plant is storing its energy underground. These hidden treasures can mean the difference between life and death. The people are resilient. They have learned to endure hardship. They share what little they have. The community pulls together. The strong help the weak. The children learn to be patient, to go without. They learn that life is a cycle of feast and famine. The elders tell stories of past droughts, of how their ancestors survived. These stories provide comfort and strength. They are a reminder that the rains will eventually return. The land will be reborn, and the cycle of life will continue. The sun sets on this ancient land. The sky is a canvas of deep purples and soft pinks. The day's heat begins to fade, replaced by the cool evening air. Around a crackling fire, a community gathers. The flames dance and leap, casting flickering shadows on the faces of the people. The fire is the heart of the village. It provides warmth. It cooks the food. It keeps the predators at bay. But it is also something more. It is a place for stories, for songs, for connection. The elders are the keepers of the stories. Their voices are low and raspy. They speak of the creation of the world. They tell tales of great hunts and legendary heroes. They recount the history of their people, a history that is not written in books but is carried in the memory of the tribe. The children listen, their eyes wide with wonder. They are absorbing the wisdom of their ancestors. They are learning who they are and where they come from. The oral tradition is strong here. It is the thread that connects the present to the past. The sounds of the night envelop them, the chirping of crickets, the distant whoop of a hyena, the soft hoot of an owl. These are the familiar sounds of their world. They are as much a part of their lives as the rising and setting of the sun. There is a harmony here, a deep connection between the people and the world they inhabit. They do not see themselves as separate from nature, but as a part of it. They are one thread in a complex and beautiful tapestry. This way of life has endured for millennia. It has survived droughts, famines, and the constant challenges of a wild and unpredictable world. The resilience of these people is extraordinary. Their strength comes from their community, from their traditions, and from their profound connection to the land. As the fire dies down to glowing embers and the stars shine brightly overhead, there is a sense of peace. It is the peace of knowing one's place in the universe. It is the echo of the ancestors whispering on the night wind.